It's Sprout versus Team Vitality.
Yeah, and you look at those, the ESL World Rankings, you can see ranked number 3 in the world, the Team Vitality. Sprout, they are, what, 12 times worse, according to these rankings.
12 times better, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, you know, they don't tick up, they tick down. So Team Vitality, I think, you know, we're looking at the Frenchman here to walk away with this one. I think, you know, if you're Team Vitality coming into this, you're looking for a clean 2-0. I think anything less than that could even be like a disappointment in and of itself. Those odds, though, are pretty interesting, as provided by the wonderful folks over at Betway. They are edging this one in favor of Vitality, but those are definitely not the most one-sided odds that we've seen. So let's get into this one. Pistol round underway. Team Vitality over on the CT side. This is Sprout's map pick, so they got to choose that. Smoke's going down early here. Get a block mini off, and that does leave Apex just having to hold the potential smoke push, right? He can pivot in between this A site and outside, and they will go through that smoke. No one's checked for Apex, but he just gets stuck there on Keto. Will get dropped, and Spiddy finding a kill onto Alex on this ramp flank. This is really kicking into gear. Thankfully, it's all kind of slowed down as they do duck this bomb down through the vents and into this B site, but it's not without ZywOo seeing it and spotting it and shutting it down. He's one step ahead. Searson, 1v3.
And he's been spotted, double jump, can't hit his shot, does take down RPK on the landing, but Vitality will take the pistol. I like the adjustment there from Sprout, right? They get the picks up on A, they get opening kills, but then ZywOo gets inside of the lobby, kills Spiddy, and they realize, you know, if they actually want to hold on to this round or have any chance of playing a post plant, they've got to drop down towards B. So quick reaction from Sprout, they get a plant, but not able to hold on to it. And man, ZywOo is so fast. 1 minute he's killing Spiddy in lobby, the next minute he's killing the planter on B. You know, just all over the place, Harry. A great round from Vitality, and considering this is Sprout's map pick as well, you would hope they're going to be comfortable on the T side. Certainly seems that way with the second round buy coming in. Off the back of the bomb plant, we've got 2 Kriegs and a scout on Searson. James spoke about this a little bit on the desk. I'm excited to see Searson versus ZywOo, especially on those snipers, but for now, Vitality running bonus. A few SMGs and no smokes in the yard, so Alex, open season. He gets away with a kill before the trade comes in, but no one is crossed down towards B. However, ZywOo doesn't know that.
Oh, and ZywOo trying to take up that position, immediately cut down there by Keto. Apex has got on a bit of an adventure here, and now he's deep behind enemy lines, spotting that first player, but Keto's in with a third. This Krieg on the back of one man has made this 4-spy round look very, very doable now for Sprout.
Oh, Spiddy's there. Sharks, hello, 4x3. He's just going to get domed. That is unfortunate. Vitality not aware of the rest of the members being outside here for Sprout, and we even still have a player left in the lobby. RBK has got his work cut out for him. Keto getting the 4K as well. What a absolutely ridiculous round from that young player. FPL star coming into this team, and he has been really good.
Yeah, he's had a lot of attention around him, right, as of... I don't want to say as of late, it's been for a little bit now, obviously. You know, we've seen him perform a few times, and yeah, he has just been one of these players, you know, grinding his way through Pugs, became pretty known for his ability, as you say, in the FPL circuit, things like that. So good to see him getting off to a nice start here. They nade out the door, just a fast A play for Sprout. They're trying to get past these 4-sport players. Apex in with the double, though. Maybe Sprout, this fast A play, they believed that they would have this one in the bag. That now looks like it might not be the case. Team Vitality, their own 4-spy in this round, has thrown this one into chaos for Sprout. They do manage to catch shocks here in CT. Searson making his presence known. And now you've got to be very, very aware about the potential of this Heaven wrap. How are Vitality going to adjust to this? They try and take control of lobby and hut. They get it as well. It's a nice reposition here from Sprout. They've already got a, from Team Vitality, they've already got a player down in B. That's Alex with the Krieg. He's still got to do a hell of a lot. 2 players here, both of them armed, both of them deadly.
Oh, he's heard that. Plant is clear, and he's got the cross. There's nowhere for Faven to go. Gets tagged on that peak. Predicts Alex's position very well, and Searson's coming from the back. 2-on-2 in the post plant. RPK's already down the vents. Bomb, plenty of time on it, but no kit here for Vitality. RPK, a crucial frag. ZywOo doesn't have armor in this round as well, so it's still very doable for Vaven, but he is going to get checked. Surely ZywOo, not looking at the site, drops off, makes some noise, smoke on the bomb, and he's going to get dropped. This time is so far ticked, and Vaven just needs to stay alive for a few more seconds to lock in this round. He's done more than that, taking both kills in the post plant, and great work from Vaven. There's a chance he could have just died immediately after planting that bomb. Alex was holding his position. Not only does Vaven predict that and get some damage off, allowing Searson to move in and kill him, but he just hides, locks in that bomb in the back of the site, and doesn't move a muscle. Another round here coming through for the T side, despite Apex's best efforts on top of Hut.
So even though that round might have been close, even though you've done damage if your team Vitality, you've got no choice but to take the eco in this one here and now. ZywOo saved a bit of extra cash, as you pointed out in that last round, so he is looking to bring that AWP out nice and early. They'll at least have that to look forward to in the future. Faven over here towards ramp, and him and Dennis making quick work of shocks. This round nice and clean, as should be. So this should be the 3-1 lead for Sprout. I mean, I say should.
Are you sure, Harry? Are you sure, though? Are you sure?
I am almost 100% sure.
So you're not sure?
Well, no, I'm 100% sure that Apex does not win this 1v5. It feels impossible. It looks impossible. I kind of love Sprout here.
Yeah, they're really nerding this.
Yeah, they are. And this is the moment where, you know, if you're playing a matchmaking game, you type it in chat, calling the enemy team a try-hard if you're team Vitality.
This is really just like, I hope Sprout continue to play like this, like really just mess with Vitality. You're coming in as the underdog, you've got a, you know, no real pressure in the sense of like, if you lose this game, no one's going to be surprised. So yeah, if you can just really start to make Vitality sweat and get nervous, then that is perfect. Another round for Sprout. And in all of that time as well, they could have been discussing the upcoming round, this rifle round that Vitality is now going to have in their hand. And let's see where they go with it. AWP on ZywOo, no armor though. And everyone else rifled up. It is just enough for the buy. Also notably, there are no kits for Vitality, so if Sprout managed to get that bomb down, pressure really is going to be on for the Frenchman.
Yeah, and it's back to this outside hold that Team Vitality ran in that pistol and in their attempt at the anti-eco in the second, right? Apex, or Alex rather, over in Mini, but he actually makes the decision to hop on down and get through the vent, takes up a position in secret. And so now him and ZywOo, they've got a bit of a crossfire to work with almost. Alex can try and draw the attention away. ZywOo, he's still down over towards Hell Heaven area, you know, watching for these players crossing outside. These smokes are going to go down, and that will block ZywOo's vision. So the bulk of this now falls onto Alex. He drops a smoke of his own. He says, all right, you throw in your wall of smokes. Well, I've got a wall that I'll erect here as well, and that will allow him to dispatch of Keto. Sprout, they abandon the outside play. They head towards this A site. Apex and ZywOo are here, though, and that's quite the terrifying twosome to go running into. They'll get ZywOo out from Heaven at the very least, and they've got a smoke for Mini, so they can block Alex off. The bomb plant should be found here for Sprout. Searson already falling back into the squeaky door for this post plant. Dennis.
Ooh, this is cheeky.
Oh, he's going to try and go through, and he's dodging these shots well right now. They find him, however. ZywOo even getting Searson there through the smoke.
Yeah, I don't know how he did that.
I don't know how he did that.
I'd love to see that on replay. Everyone's scrambling in production right now, sorry, but that, yeah, where did that come from? And the reason that's really good, ZywOo's spamming that smoke, and and I think it was Dennis who walked through, right? The reason Dennis is walking through is he knows that after ZywOo shoots that orb, he has half a second where he can react and get through that smoke. But the thing is, Harry, there were 2 CTs behind the smoke, so even though he walks through at a good time, right when ZywOo isn't ready, his teammates got him covered, no worries. Easy round for Vitality, no kit needed, and they are going to be reaping the rewards right here and right now. Still another buy for Sprout, though. These bomb plants have been constant on this T side, so another AWP coming in for Searson. Let's see what he can do with it in the yard.
Double AWP for Team Vitality. You can see Shock's picking up one of them. He's looking to hold ramp with it.
Very keen.
Ooh, and he gets his first kill now. That double AWP setup should be telegraphed to Sprout. You don't imagine ZywOo's given it up for Shoxy, so you do believe at this point in time in the double AWP hold. Where's Dennis? He's managed to get out, and that is because Shox just falls off once he gets that first kill right into the 5v4. So you've got to play a deep with him ramp. Pretty pivotal bit of the map to hold, but now they've got to try and do something with it, and they're hoping to get another prong to this attack by securing this outside control. Alex, I'm loving his play over in secret. They do these outside smokes, and him just dropping this smoke here, they can't even use these smokes the way they would like. They flash through. Alex, if he's able to get out, which he is somehow, Spiddy's even here trying to hunt him, and he can't actually find it. Alex has done a phenomenal job of just delaying this play. We've got this late lurk coming in from Dennis that will allow them to blindside ZywOo at the very least. You can see Spiddy's got his running shoes on, trying to get up to this A site. And a blinder of a shot hit by RPK. Will be Vitality getting that round. I'm loving what we're seeing from the Frenchman right now. You're really seeing them play together. You know, both players there go up the vent. You're trying to bait those shots. You're trying to keep Spiddy out in the open.
That's a really heads-up play from Alex as well in secret, because it's very easy, you know, to just take that position as a CT and always get a kill from it, or pretty commonly get a, you know, at least a kill and a chance to back off and, you know, go back inside secret. Well, right there, he's just completely denying Sprout any entrance. He's locking them outside, and if he throws a smoke after those cross smokes come down, then ZywOo's just going to have open season. Eventually, those smokes will fade, and those players are stuck behind the red box. So really nice work from Alex. Heads up, a delay play, and I honestly thought Dennis was going to come into that round earlier once he got out on ramp. No one was covering it from Vitality, but luckily he only gets one kill there, so Vitality still able to trade that out effectively on the A site. And this time Sprout have a pick, and they are elevating the pace quickly inside of the upper bomb site. Baron's out, so RPK's waiting. He's been good so far. ZywOo's joined him from heaven as well. RPK dead on the site, and ZywOo doesn't realize they've already pushed towards Silo, but still it's only Searson with a deagle. I say only. Germans with deags can be terrifying at the best of times, but a 1-on-2, and they know exactly where he is, pinned in the corner. This should be a Vitality round, and that will be the case. 4-3 here on the CT side. Sprout certainly started it off strong, but Vitality have come back in.
Yeah, I almost feel like, you know, if you're Sprout at this point in time, you're kind of realizing that if you want to take this outside control, if you want to go for it, there's a few adjustments that you might have to throw in, whether that's, you know, getting the initial wall of smokes down or just throwing out some utility to try and bait that secret smoke out from Alex, and then keep enough so that you can get the cross if you want to get across secret. Or you've got to change it and go for those slightly deeper smokes, maybe go for garage control. A few adjustments they can look to make. Alex, he's gone down after it, though. He's looking to deny this. And yeah, the bomb gets found within the site. This is a nice mop-up here from Team Vitality. Sprout, they're trying to save this round. They're trying to get into the ramp room. ZywOo's content to just give this up. He trusts his two teammates down in the B site. They'll gladly concede ramp to these pistol players. I really like this from Team Vitality. You know, not overextending. You don't want to risk the AWP or anything like that falling into the wrong hands. ZywOo, yeah, he's very, very happy with this position. If they do decide to try and hunt him, he wins that fight every single time. So Sprout, they can't. They've just got to try and get into B. And as we touched upon, this is where two players already are for Team Vitality, just sat on that bomb.
Yeah, no way that Shox is going to lose these fights with a Krieg, Deagle or not. And it could be something, but Shox has moved out wide, and just really, really solid play from Vitality in these anti-ecos. Not giving Sprout a way back in, not giving Spiddy a chance to get that kill. Shox is low, so he's just going to stop facing and let his teammates mop up the round. Spiddy, try all he might. It's coming to a close, Harry. Oh, that's a shot, but no more. And finally, Vitality will deal with the pistols and take their 5th round. CT side going as expected here. But we've got another buy in the tank here for Sprout. I do like how keen Vitality have been to just, you know, get a kill on ramp and give it up and go, yeah, you want B? We have these very early rotates. Outside hasn't been a problem. If ZywOo, you know, plays double ramp or even goes ramp early, he can rotate out and go watch yard. As long as they have someone covering hell, because that's something that Sprout, you know, could cotton onto. When Vitality have been leaving this ramp room, they've not been dedicating a hell player. So they've just been leaving that part of the map open. It's not come back to haunt them just yet, but let's see if that's an adaptation that Sprout will muster.
Yeah, I mean, you say that they've been leaving hell open, but the thing is, you got to bear in mind that round was a little bit different, obviously. I think that ZywOo's been playing up in heaven, so he can be that hell rotation if needed.
I'm just thinking about the round where Dennis, you know, in the split when Sprout try and go outdoor and Dennis is already out ramp, he manages to get up into heaven and kill ZywOo. That's the only kill that Sprout really get. And everyone else dies. But, you know, it was inconsequential then, but let's see if Sprout play off the back of that information, they could do something with it. But not right now, it's a fast A play.
Yeah, they try and switch up the pace once again, and these rounds have worked for them a couple of times, so let's see if this one yields some similar results. They're trying to get that bomb down, and the shot's just raiding through that smoke. Don't find the intended target. Dennis, this time he doesn't wait around with that smoke aggression. He just takes it immediately, and he'll be rewarded for it. 3-on-4 now for Team Vitality. And there's still a lot of utility here for Sprout. Once this smoke over in mini fades, Searson could just top it up with another. Now he is over here in hell. He'll catch ZywOo falling out of the round. He now comms this into the rest of his teammates. He calls that Vitality were trying to save. And Keto, he's looking for them. He's hounding them down. Sharks. Look at that mini-map. There's just hostiles everywhere. He'll spot Keto, but it goes both ways. And Sprout in with a in with a fourth. They'll get another one on the board.
Yeah, lovely change of pace. Just a fast inner hit. Nothing that Vitality had there to stop it. Dennis even goes through a smoke as well. Ballsy plays here from Sprout. And you know, that's the kind of plays they're going to need if they want to take out Vitality. You got to catch them off guard. Well, their pants are down, Harry. Sleeping at the wheel. In the few opportunities you're going to get. 5-4. Searson's taken that AWP from ZywOo. Shox is on a shotgun as well. The money of Vitality running low, so a must-win round unless they want to let Sprout get off to a very hefty T side. This could be a 6-5 off the back of this one. Again, trying to pressure in, and that molly pushes Apex back, and he can spray them down, but he only gets one. Dennis low, and the bomb dropped as RPK from above rains down some more death. AWP's going to have a rough time getting through this doorway, but Searson hits a quick shot and will retrieve that bomb for now.
Yeah, he's got it, and he's looking at the vents. I wonder if he might try and hop on down. Shox has gone on the hunt from ramp, and he's already wrapping the hut. Searson, is he aware of a player inside of the site? You can see on the minimap, Spiddy still back here towards the lobby. Looked like they wanted... Oh, hang on. They're worried about the ramp aggression. They don't realize that's already come through. Shox is already here. That door opening. Giving up Shox's position, he fires that one shot. ZywOo, by the way, in the meantime, he's actually wrapped back round through ramp and is now going on some aggression of his own. If you're Sprout, you don't know what lies ahead, right? You've given up the ground that you were able to get. So this is going in blind. The fog of war is thick at the A-bomb site. Vitality believe they're dealing with a bunch of ghouls. They've up and disappeared, but now this push. What? Oh dear, Spiddy getting them both, and now Alex suddenly asked to clutch. 1v2, they couldn't find Sprout everywhere they looked. It seemed like they disappeared into thin air. The Miracle Men have made this look doable. Alex, he's looked good thus far. He's been the man holding down Secret. He's been doing a stellar job towards outside, but in the 1-on-2, it's just too much to ask. Sprout, they'll get that 5th round, and now they tie things up.
That was ring around the rosy in the lobby, Harry. You know, the T's coming back through lobby, checking, making sure no one's pushed ramp. As you said, Shox had already done that he gets into A, and then they swap positions once again. The T's get out into the site. Shox gets back into lobby. What an absolute mess. Just seconds apart for Vitality. And with no one covering the backline, Spiddy's able to get a very successful flank. That is, yeah, that's an awkward round to lose, rather, for Vitality. And now they're on Eco. Going to have to give a Sprout the lead here, and that is not a feeling that they want. Especially considering this is the T side of Nuke, and already a 6-5. Will that be a brilliant start to the map? Keto has taken down Shox on ramp. Not a position that Sprout have ever really had an advantage in. They've always lost a player coming out through that room, but against pistols it is no problem. And they've spotted Apex in the corner as well. He's got nowhere to run and nowhere to hide. 5-on-3. Bomb should be going down. ZywOo's cut off by a Molotov as well. He can't have any impact here. Dennis just has to make sure he checks the close cubby. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, one step ahead. No worries here for Sprout. Quick anti-eco and a 6th round taken with no damage.
Yeah, they'll take the lead, and that's a bit worrying for Team Vitality. Now, this is obviously the map pick of Sprout. They go 6-5 up over on the T side. Tactical timeout called in for Team Vitality, and I think justifiably so, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was a bit back and forth to begin with. I think early on, you know, they're trying not to get in their heads. They're just looking to play their own game. And now you're kind of cottoning on to the fact that, okay, Sprout, this isn't a team that you can underestimate. You've got to show up. You've got, you know, you can't afford to take your foot off the pedal.
And you know, it's their map pick as well. They knew this matchup ahead of time. They've had time to prepare. Probably done some research on how Vitality like to play this CT side. And although we've seen some really nice adjustments and rotations from the Frenchman, it has ultimately been working out far better for that as Sprout. Sitting in the lead by 1 right now, and this buy from Vitality, it's not what they want to be pulling in. It's, you know, very limited. Again, no kits, 1 incendiary, and already all the utilities gone, Harry. We've got 2 smokes, and we've only been 10 seconds into this round, so really going to come down to these battles, these gunfights for Vitality, but with no utility to assist that, Sprout are going to have an inherent advantage. Feels weird to say with them on the T side, but it's working out right now. Spiddy's setting up a smoke towards main. Gonna throw that with the door getting opened. And another quick inner hit.
Yeah, this time Alex and Apex able to help out. Rotations are thick and fast for Team Vitality. However, RPK cut down up on the rafters. 3-on-3 Sprout. This isn't impossible, and they've done a fine job of trading this one out back into the 3-on-3.
I think Favin's going to molly out Apex here. He just used a smoke to get rid of the previous molly, and they're going to go for it again. Great work from Sprout. I love the hold there. They just wait until that smoke fades to get themselves back in the lead.
Let's see if Shock's going aggressive over here at the ramp. He's really got to try and find something, and already Sprout are just 1 step ahead. They know the pressure's on for Team Vitality in this 2v3. And this restraint that we're seeing from Sprout, the fact that to open this round, right, they go 2 players down. They've traded it now, so it's in their advantage, and they just wait for Team Vitality to get a bit antsy and make a move. They've been rewarded handsomely. We're seeing some damn fine CS right now from the Sprout guys. They've got the B bomb site, and for ZywOo, as good as he is, a 1 versus 3, certainly not where you want to find yourself. It looks like he wants to give this a look into, though.
I mean, these are the rounds. ZywOo wins for Vitality. That's the crazy part, right? But no kit, Harry. And now they know exactly where he is. They know what they're dealing with. ZywOo, he's not getting given a kill, and he knows it with how passive Sprout have been playing. So with crossfires inside of the site, the best bet is just to hold onto your gun. Gets away with the Krieg, that's something. But ultimately, 7th round for Sprout. This is a damn good T side. Sprout, everything to gain here from winning this map or even this series. And they're on the road to doing it. 7-5 up, T-side nuke. And Vitality, no money. All too familiar territory. Back to those pistols. Can see a bit of armor and some light investment as well coming through, but other than that, not too much.
And this A site is starting to feel like a real vulnerability for Vitality, right? Even though in that round there, the push doesn't actually end up coming in towards it, they're still able to trade out all those kills and give themselves such a good platform to find a round. Oof. Some light investment here around that Krieg. That nade finding good early damage. That's a nice little touch if Vitality want to find anything in this round. ZywOo. Ooh, he's got a little edge on this smoke. He's actually going to start to go through it as that dissipates. Keto's been holding. Wow. ZywOo gets himself up close. Apex, he's here. He's ready. He's got a flashbang. So if ZywOo needs some assistance, if he needs a hand towards outside, that can come in. But for the most part, he's here alone. He'll get Keto on the cross. There's a man up on Silo in the form of Spiddy. So while Searson's drawing the attention away, you were hoping Spiddy's able to get that trade, but he's not. ZywOo ducking and dodging out of danger. Alex over here at Secret trying to get his smoke down just to deny presence towards this side of the map. But that Molotov's got to done a good job of forcing him away.
You really can't blame Keto for not checking that corner there. He was jiggling that from the start of the round constantly. ZywOo just played that perfectly, like caught every single timing to get into that position, exactly when Keto looked away. So really heads up play from ZywOo, and an advantage with 30 seconds. And Sprout, while they have the map control, they're not in a bomb site just yet. This could get messy. These pistols could really trade out and find a crazy round for Vitality, considering how low the time has gotten. ZywOo knows he can just continue to back off and play passive. He should be in this for the end of the round. Apex, he gets a kill with that CZ. ZywOo gets split by Heaven. That's the saving grace here. Dennis, though, falling at the last hurdle, and Vitality will pick up that eco round. It definitely seemed like Sprout left that too late, coming down to the 20-second mark and just forced to split that up a bomb site. Oh, Vitality were fully set up, fully stacked. So eco round goes their way, and I guess that's the ZywOo factor, right? Send him outside, get him aggressive, and help him, or set him up to take those early advantages for the Frenchman. Still 2 rounds after the half here for Sprout to keep this lead. Vitality now fully armed.
Yeah, this is with all the bells and whistles, right? They've got the Molotovs, they've got the smokes to slow down any of these faster plays that Sprout have been throwing in. I'm wondering if that's enough to make a difference. Dennis. Not quite able to find that kill. Smokes are down towards outside, and you can see they're still worried about crossing them.
They're trying to get an inner split.
Yeah, Faven's over here in mini. He's going to be that first man in. It's not the secret play. It is this A split. Apex and RPK. They've done a stellar job of locking down the fort. It's only Spiddy left. In the blink of an eye, all of his teammates have hit the ground, and this is not an easy round for him now. Shocks, wrapping, and just holding this position.
Oh, did he see?
I think
surely. That was a barrel, very clearly on his screen. He's got to know, and he does, yeah. For a second, it looked like he didn't react because I was expecting him to keep going aggressive, but instead just wrapping the garage, making sure he had a better angle. And regardless, another fast round for Vitality going in their favor. You know, Sprout still have a phenomenal T side. That's the thing. They don't have to worry. 7 rounds at the half. Even if they lose these last couple, they can still be proud of their T side. But you've always just got to remember who you're up against, right? You can't ever let your foot off the pedal, even if you are winning. Because Vitality, they're just waiting for the chance to strike. Like a crocodile hiding in shallow water, Harry. Tactical for Sprout coming into the last round of the half. Taking the lead would be huge, and they know it, but no bomb plant in the previous round. They're working off of lost bonus and fumes.
Well, last round of this first half coming up. Sprout, they've done a fantastic job to manage 7. They try and go back to this fast play, and they almost get Searson down through the vents, but not quite. Even dropping Alex down the vent just to make sure that no one else can go for something like this. RPK and Apex, they've really turned it around in this A site. You know, we were saying the A site felt like a vulnerability, right, for Team Vitality. Well, these last 2 that Sprout have tried to throw in, both times it's just been 4Ks between RPK and Apex. This round, they're going to take all 5. Team Vitality, they're finally able to put a bit of a stalwart defense together. They get those last few rounds, and narrowly they win out the half on the CT side of Nuke. 8-7 as this one wraps up. It is still a closer game than I think many would have anticipated, so you do not want to miss this one. Second half coming up in just a moment, so do not go anywhere.
Sitting on a bench, waiting for the time to pass, dreaming of what happens next. I see what I wanna be, questioning my destiny, only knowing what I see. I don't even realize I've already made a path, and I can change it anytime. I can't take it back. I know what I want, but it seems so damn far away. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. And you say you wanna be somebody. Then you better use it. Tell yourself day after day it's time to prove it. No days off, keep the hustle moving. Wanna see you be what you wanted to be, prove it. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh. I know I empower those who dream like me. I know I sound crazy to the ones who said oh.
Sprout. They're a small little tree, but they're looking to grow. I think that's what James called them, something like that. I've probably butchered it. Not quite as cinematic as his words, I don't think, but that's the gist. And we love the gist. A man who's with me who only likes, I don't know where I'm going with this, mate. I don't know what your introduction's meant to be, Hugo, but you're here, I'm here, and Counter-Strike is here. 8-7 on the half.
Yeah, sadly, I'm here with you, Harry. You know, we can't all be winners, all right? But straight into the pistol round. It's a fast ramp play from Vitality, at least an attempt. That nade does hold them back, and Searson's going to have to rotate in as Spitty drops towards the lower bomb site. He has that kit for the post plant, and boy, is he going to need it if he still stands, because Vitality are not slowing down on this B play. Missed shots, they show presence. Spitty now thinks they're inside of the site, but Vitality have held on to the ramp room, just chilling for the time being. Some players down lower, some up above, and Zywoo's found Spitty getting aggressive. He thinks he has a gap, a timing, but he couldn't be further from the truth. Vitality are just holding, as Sprout did in some of these slow T-side rounds, but great shot from Dennis, dropping the bomb temporarily. Trade is in. Favin's come down the vent, but he's going to hit Alex, and he's already low, so this is a potential kill for Favin that Sprout desperately need. A man down with the bomb planted in on B, and Sprout have their work cut out for them.
Oh, Apex head removed. Oh, nice little round from Apex there.
He's been great.
3 kills. He really has. He's coming into his own. We're getting some vintage Apex on our screens. That would just be the most terrifying thing, right? Is if in this squad you somehow had Apex get back to his god form of old. Yeah, that was the time where Apex was one of the most terrifying entry fraggers you could run into. So if we're able to see him roll back the years like he is right now, top of the board for Team Vitality, 17 kills to his name. He's got the AK in this round. It's Mac 10 to everyone else. This is a ramp rush. And Sprout, they've force put up into this one. Will that be enough to hold back the army of Mac 10s coming their way? It's MP9 versus Mac 10. And this round is actually shaping up brilliantly for Sprout. Somehow in that engagement, Dennis has been able to find 3. I do not know how those kills come through in the fashion that they do, but he's done a stellar job of making this more than doable now.
What?
And there's a smoke there. These guys are just getting tagged up through the smoke. round's done. Sprout, once again, they win that force buy in the second round.
That was super weird for Vitality. They got the bomb down in 2-on-3, and they both just looked so unaware of the potential points of rotation for Sprout. A scout gets to peek from ramp, he tags both players, and yeah, of course they're going to get spammed through a smoke after that. The pistol just tearing them apart after the call is made. 2 of them are on 30 HP. And yeah, Vitality, they just didn't seem ready for Sprout to be so close, which is pretty crazy considering, how fast those kills came through on ramp. Regardless, Sprout will take that every day of the damn week, Harry, as they pick up an 8th round. And Vitality, I mean, they're not even going to continue the force buy wars. It's looking like P250s. I say that it's a last-second full investment. Maybe you're looking for a quick inner play, try and get down those vents. Sprout did that a fair few times on their T side as well on some of these low buys, but Vitality not looking for it. Luckily so as well, because Molotovs are landing towards that door, and Kito's ready with his own utility to keep Vitality out. 3 players squeaky side for Sprout. They are more than ready for what Vitality want to do.
Yeah, they've got such a good idea as to how this round is going down. That MAC-10, even though it gets into the bomb site, it doesn't get any further. It is just shutdown after shutdown. Vitality back to the drawing board after this one. This should be as well the round that allows Sprout to fling themselves into the lead, right? They'll be tying it up 9-9 here, and it should be that 10-9 scoreline before we see the full buy come in for Team Vitality.
This is an interesting wrap from Apex. I don't blame him for not wanting to go up the ladder, but he's going to just end up back in lobby, which is a position that, Sprout haven't gotten aggressive in, so it's somewhere they would expect him to come from, albeit very late to the party. And that being said, low HP on the site is Faven, so there's a chance, but Spiddy will strip it away, and Sprout will find a flawless round here at 9-9. Vitality, not even a bomb plant, so it will actually have to be a real eco coming in after this round. Sprout very well prepared for that fast A play. Wouldn't be surprised if we just see that one flashbang from Shocks go towards yard or ramp and just see Vitality try and storm and overwhelm a position. That's all they can really do with these Glocks. I'm going outside alone, interestingly enough.
Well, this has gone about as well as you anticipated.
Yeah. Not at all. Ah. Great round for Spiddy regardless, and 10 here for Sprout. They are holding on to this game on the CT side, but we've yet to see a real rifle round from Vitality. They had that second round buy with 1 AK and 4 MAC-10s, which ultimately did not go well for them. Dennis mowing down 3 on ramp with the MP9. Well, now they're actually going to have real guns, and so this is where Sprout are honestly going to be tested the most. AWP is in for Searson, though. Still an SMG on Quito, but not the end of the world.
Yeah, Zywoo's got that Krieg. That's the perfect gun for him, right? When he doesn't have the AWP available, he grabs that. It's still the scoped rifle, of one that obviously is very, very popular now. He gets down through Secret, and this is a much faster round for Team Vitality. Spiddy bested almost immediately, and that there is the one man that had rotated down to B, already dealt with this bomb. Because the only thing that would have to follow up, the only problem is Searson, with that critical kill onto RPK, he's pulled Apex's attention away from ramp for him. Apex can no longer push this alone. He's got to find a different route into this round, and you can see for Team Vitality, these 2 players in Secret. Oh, hang on a moment, hang on a minute, Alex. Oh, he's being so patient. He spotted the second man as well over in Mini, so he's got that bit of info to go off of, shutting down 2. And this now should belong to Vitality. They get the A site, and it's only Dennis left.
So much map control for Vitality, right? They had Secret, they had Heaven, they had everything right there. And Sprout had no idea how many players were behind their enemy lines. They were so confused by the fast Secret push. And the fact that only Shocks was seen down lower, despite those full wall of smokes coming down, Sprout actually had no info on how many players were down B. They only saw 1 player. There were 2 of them for Vitality. There could have been 5. Sprout have no clue in that matter. So Vitality able to close this one out unless Dennis can ninja with 10 seconds. He's not got a kit, and he's not even going for it, and I don't blame him. Guns being held for both sides, and Dennis getting away towards T-Roof. It's going to be a successful round for Vitality. I love how back and forth this is, Harry. No team going on huge streaks, just trading places. However, on the T side, that is going to favor Vitality somewhat. So let's see if that keeps up, or if Sprout can start to lock in some CT rounds. They're going to have the money for it this time as well.
Yeah, obviously, Dennis, away from his friends, out on his own, all alone, middle of nowhere, doesn't know what's going on. And when the offer to save comes along, he can't say no because of the implication. 10 to 10. And this is all tied up.
He's got a system, Harry, okay? The man knows what he's doing.
The Dennis system.
Yeah.
Spinny tries his hand at ramp aggression, and that will be his demise almost immediately, handing Team Vitality an advantage. And they just keep waiting. And I can't say I blame them, because Sprout just keep walking into these crosshairs in this one. Searson's now decided, all right, my turn to have a go at this. Will you anticipate another man pushing ramp? You know, you've just caught the first. It's not uncommon to see two players push this position to try and trade off of each other, and that's why Team Vitality, so many guns just trained in on all these different angles. Alex is watching Hut, Apex is holding Squeaky. Up on the rafters, it's RPK holding for this aggression. So Vitality, they've read this well, right? They know exactly what's going on. Wherever these pushes come in, they're going to be aware. Sprout, I don't think they're going to be able to find kills, you know, just from this aggression to try and get them back into the round. It's going to have to be a big performance from these players inside of the sites when the push comes in.
Yeah, and Wall of Smoke's great call from Vitality on a 5-on-3. They're not even going to send everyone behind it either. Just one man going down, but these smokes have drawn Searson out of his aggressive ramp position, and Vitality now have an open route to the B bomb site. Not from where they, you know, set up these smokes, but from the rotate of Searson. He will still be here, though, coming back into ramp late and dropping Apex. That's a start for Sprout. Do not count them out of this round despite the disadvantages, but Vitality have such a heavy B setup here. It should be almost impossible. Bomb going down. Kits, at least for Sprout. That's something that Vitality consistently lacked on their CT side on these retakes, but it doesn't seem that Sprout are interested. And fair enough. Man down, and no info as to where Vitality are. Shox gets spotted, and Searson, for a second, he's like, okay, I'm going to run. And then he realizes, nah, he should probably just take a fight. And Shox is gone. Realizes he maybe couldn't have gotten out of there alive. So safer to at least go down in a blaze of glory, Harry. 3 surviving from either half. And an 11th round for Vitality. Again, these slow-paced rounds from the T side are working out wonderfully.
Yeah, we've seen, you know, two very, very different standards of CT side from Sprout in these last few rounds. Like the one prior where they try and go for that very passive default back within the bomb sites, and obviously they get overwhelmed with the secret push. And that one there, they try and go a bit more aggressive. They get shut down as well. Vitality reading the flow of this game well. I imagine for Sprout, it will be back to a bit more of a slower round. And let's see if Vitality are in with a reply. Looks like they're picking up the pace a bit. Zywoo getting that door blown open. A lot of players in this main position, right? So there's a chance for Zywoo. The smoke's down, and that gives them a temporary veil to kind of play around with. Dodge any chance of that. Young Fred Schorper plucking them from the round, at least within the opening segments.
Sprout lacking some info from Yard while Searson rotates back up, but actually he's just going to throw a flash to set Dennis out. Get a bit of a peek, spots nothing, but that's only a second before Vitality actually send their 2 players towards the boxes, so Zywoo starting to clear out this position. Very late, though, for Vitality to only just begin their progress through the yard, and Searson is covering it from hell as well, so Sprout are not letting Vitality cross down to B for free, and there's not a lot of time left either, so Vitality need to make their decision soon. They're not going to have smoke set up for this spot. It's actually just a fake. They're trying to draw Dennis into A, and luckily he didn't expect them, or at least not so many players crossing behind outside. Vitality, while they had 3 players behind Redbox, threw a bunch of utility into A that kept Sprout on their toes. Great late round fake here from Vitality. They get control towards B, and Alex is still getting kills on the top site. This plant should be able to come through if Alex doesn't kill everyone before that bomb's down. Vitality now in the post plant, and 5-on-2. This is a fantastic round. I was wondering why it was so slow, but they completely played Sprout into their own hand. 12 rounds here for Vitality. That is a masterful call from Alex.
And now that we've seen, you know, Vitality switch things up into the T half, and we see them being the ones to dictate where and when these engagements come in, Sprout, they've been kind of, they've been struggling, right? They've been scrambling to find a way of getting back into these rounds. Nothing really presenting itself yet. Over on the T side, right, obviously, once they had those advantages, they could just sit back. They could just wait. They could wait for Vitality to make these mistakes. You don't have that same privilege on the CT side. And so wherever they've tried to show aggression early, it's normally been to their demise. This is where it can start to feel a bit like you're getting steamrolled here. You've got to try and erect the defense, and you've really got to try and do it now. There's very little money for Sprout, and so if you lose this one, you give up that 13-10 scoreline, your cash has run low, and that is where the sweat really starts to form on your forehead. Shox already down through Secret. The sheer pace of Team Vitality getting here, pretty astonishing. They've already got a man posted up and more players towards outside if needed. Smoke's gone down, so Shox at least knows that they've pulled an early rotation down here towards B. Sprout, they really do have to keep Dennis dedicated here because of that fast secret control that Vitality have been able to establish. They'll throw a deep smoke to block off Hell, and that now leaves Searson hung out to dry somewhat. He's in a pretty awkward spot because if they get up into heaven, he can no longer rotate up there, right? That's a very, very horrid rotation on the ladder. Apex can just control the map from this area if he gets it, but he does not.
Yeah, that's a big kill for Spitty. He might be able to grab the gun. The grenade goes up there. I wonder if that blew the gun off the top. Spitty could have grabbed the AK, but now I think it's... Oh, okay, he has taken it. Maybe the grenade actually helped him out. Who knows? 5-on-3. Sprout. You have players down B as well. Dennis is waiting for this play. He's been here all round long. And Shox and Zywoo are going to walk right into it. Oh, that M4. Oh, it's not good for headshots, Harry. And he's not even going to land a single bullet. Taking a shot as Shox ducks. RPK catching the ramp rotate, but only good for one. And the trade is in. 20 seconds for Vitality to find the plant, and they've done that at least. Zywoo getting pressure with a grenade, but he will be able to get the bomb down for this T side. And a kill in response. Spitty peeks into the B site, and that will be Sprout now having to retake in a 2-on-2 with no kit.
That nade from Spitty is blowing open the decon door. I'm going to wonder if we see Sprout try and use that at all. They're not even able to get through Secret. This crossfire is set up, and for Keto, it's such a horrid spot to be in because he knows in the back of his mind, the moment he draws his attention off of an angle, he's so worried about getting peeked from the other one. Shox mopping up both players, so doesn't even really matter. That round was looking good for Sprout in the beginning, but a great adjustment from Shox and Zywoo to somehow find that one in the 2v3.
Yeah, and this is kind of what we expected at halftime, Harry. You know, despite Sprout having a great first half, putting up a lot of rounds on their T side of this map, Vitality at the end of the day, oh, nice shot, are just the better team, and that's going to make things very hard for Sprout, who don't have the same level of experience as some of these players. That being said, they're still making them work for it. Man advantage, that's a missed Molotov, but not the end of the world. Vitality haven't really been winning in the yard just this round, already losing a man, and oh dear, Apex also getting caught mid-air. They really thought someone was close.
Stay away from those boxes, you know, no one's jumping over there anytime soon. You're not trampolinists. I don't know if that's
Yeah, no, you got it.
that probably is a thing.
People that like trampolines.
Ooh, favoured.
Oh, yeah. Let's see.
He almost gets away with it.
He definitely didn't need to do that. He had Keto, who could have probably covered him while he got a reload off. But I admire the attempt.
Dennis, what's the timing on this one? How long does RPK hold this for, or Shox rather? Question is answered almost immediately, and he will get Dennis at the very least. Gives him a shot now because he knows he's got a bit of a foothold here towards outside to work with. They'll hear these footsteps. Keto, he'll comm that to the rest of the team, and there's so many players outside that, yeah, there's no way for Vitality to find anything there. So that round goes the way of Sprout. Those 2 big kills found outside, right? Initially with the scout, followed up with a cracking dig shot.
Yeah, Searson taking 3 with the scout there, right? He's not really been getting away with a lot with the AWP, but hey, I guess the little brother to that sniper finding a lot more work. Tactical for Vitality. They realize that while they are holding a lead by 2 rounds, they are still on the T side. Don't get ahead of yourselves. And they certainly aren't. Still with money to buy up, though.
Yeah, I think if your Vitality there, right, you look at that round as a round that, yes, you shouldn't have lost, but there was 2 insane shots towards outside of the jumping players to start it, right? They know that Sprout get that round on the back of not a gimmick, because it's not really anything that Sprout do. It's more the 2 mistakes that Vitality make and the shots that they're not expecting to come through for Sprout. You can't underestimate them, though. As they've shown, they've already got 11 rounds against you. ZywOo looking to get outside control, and he's got them by. Ooh. Now, that was risky. Did he spot the gap in the smoke? Because a flashbang came in. ZywOo just runs that blind. They'll swap the AWP into the hands of Sharks, and he's just getting lower and lower on HP. They would love it if on this AWP, Sharks could even just get a 1 and done, right? He will have served a purpose in this round. RPK trying to go down the vents and into the face of Dennis. Very unfortunate. It looked like he was just about to look up the ladder there.
Yeah.
So the timing not great, and that alone might have just made this round fall apart. You lose the vents player, then followed up into the B site onto Spiddy. Bomb now planted. This round for Sprout has suddenly turned so sour.
Ooh. It gets worse by the second, Harry. I was going to say, despite those, maybe those 2 low HP players could be the way back in for Sprout, but they're just not even considering it. And these, as soon as Vitality have got a bomb down, Sprout are out of the round, it feels. They just can't get back into this B bomb site. Vitality's been doing such a good job of pressuring so many positions at once. They've barely been in the ramp room, but they've been in B almost every round on this T side. Constantly vent diving, constantly getting this secret control.
Usually you'd be looking, okay, so you think about ZywOo, how he was playing back on the CT side, right? You saw him kind of moving dynamically between ramp, heaven, hell. For Searson, who's been playing with the AWP over towards these positions, he's not really had those same opportunities because, as you're saying, it feels like Vitality are pressuring everywhere, right? ZywOo was kind of a free man. He could move in between where he wanted according to where the fights were coming in. And there's just fights on so many fronts combined with these outside smokes that Vitality have just been charging through. That Searson, he's very, very restricted in terms of where he can go. So you are just playing responsibly if you're... responsively if you're Sprout. There you go.
It's important to play responsibly as well.
Yeah, and play
Harry.
responsibly.
Don't drink and Counter-Strike. Well, I don't think that's going to make you better anyway. Maybe 1 drink, get confident, get rid of the nerves. The only thing you should be drinking, Harry, is what?
Yeah, Mountain Dew Amp Game Fuel. That's the one thing. That is the official fuel of gamers everywhere.
The drink of Counter-Strike players.
The drink of champions, some say.
Vitality are sipping that blue drink right now as they head into the ramp room. Sprout with 2 players here, Spiddy and the AWP on Searson. So, considering Vitality haven't gone for a full ramp execute with 3 players yet, this could be something for Sprout. Oh, missed shot though. Spiddy's got to get some damage off. Searson gets a re-peek, and that molly actually keeps RBK trapped. He has to use a smoke to get out of position. Vitality hoping they've drawn enough rotations to just hit A. They're kind of out of options at this point. 3 through the door, 2 at the back of the site here for Sprout. ZywOo has killed Searson on ramp, but they're already committed. They're already inside of A. Do they know that Favin is still here? That Molotov only boxes him in the corner. He's still able to get a kill. ZywOo yet to break those vents. He has to commit if he does, and he's done exactly that. Dennis is waiting, though, this time, not looking to the sky, as Alex is left in a 1-on-3. Bottom, down below, and yeah, nice shot, but nothing else behind it. 12 rounds for Sprout. They salvaged something.
They're keeping it competitive at the very, very least, right? They're keeping themselves with their heads just above water. Tactical pause for Vitality. I mean, as you say, right, they know their T side. This is still possible for Sprout to get back into this game.
It's getting scary. More tactical pauses, the last 2 in a row being used by Vitality. And 14, far from solidified, not even locked in that OT yet. That's what they're looking to do in this follow-up round, but anyone's game at this point. Dust 2 is the second map of this series as well. Remember, this is Sprout's map pick in the best of 3. Kind of a must-win if they want to take this series. So pressure is on for them now in some sense. ZywOo back in with the AWP, going quickly towards radio, but smoked off by Sprout. Lots of early utility, making sure Vitality can't go for an immediate execute off the back of that pause.
Lining up these outside smoke. Shox is already on the red box, but this is where Searson, down in secret, can wreak some havoc with this AWP. We mentioned it doesn't really feel like he's had too many opportunities from over towards Hell and Ramp. So here, this is going to be his first. He spots that Molotov raining in. He loses his old mate, Dennis, towards outside. Now, I like this response from Sprout. They're trying to take some real estate on the back of losing some, but the housing market's just crashed around them, man. RPK doubling up. The tank steamrolled in. And now Spiddy desperately trying to cut off these rotations. Searson will come in, but it's just a couple of seconds too late. He's already lost his teammate. And now 1-on-3. He's got to complete this round with the ace if he wants to deny map point to Team Vitality, and he does not look interested in going for this one.
It feels like every time Sprout have someone trapped and they know where, you know, one of their opponents is and they have a 2-on-1 fight, that T rather, is always getting a kill. Like, Apex just there was trapped in the yard, getting peeked from both Spiddy and Searson, and he still gets a kill right before he gets traded, just a second. Searson missing another shot, and you know, the 2 kills he's taken aren't going to save him this time. Vitality are looking to try and get this kill. Flash for RPK to get deep into CT. Might be a chance to kill him after time. Oh, it's going to be close. No, hits a shot, and he will be able to stay alive. That's going to be, however, a 15th round for Vitality. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if they don't get that AWP out of his hands. They have locked in that guarantee of overtime on their opponent's map pick, and one more is all it will take to bring us to Dust 2.
Yeah, it's an odd one, right? It feels like since coming into the T half as well, we've really seen that team play between Vitality coming together. That round there, even the hunt is a great demonstration of it. You know, they've got 2 flashbangs. Shock spots the man back in CT, and he throws that first flash. It's meant to be very, very obvious, very, very high in the sky. It's RPK's flash that was meant to do the blinding in that situation. It actually ended up not working how they wanted to, with Shox's flash blinding Searson. And so then him going back around the corner to hide, and obviously doesn't get blinded by RPK's flash. So not how it was intended, but you wanted him to turn from the first and then be blinded by the follow-up. 12-15, however, 3 rounds for Sprout needed in a row if they want to come back into this game. And look at the buy that they've got to try and stop Team Vitality. To say it's not great is an understatement, but that there is a good start. And there is a gap in that smoke to boot. Searson.
Shox re-smoked it. He made sure that Sprout don't have the information, because while you can't get the, you know, while even if you don't get the kill on a cross like that, even if you have a gap, just the information is so valuable to know, okay, how many players are down secret, 0 or 4? Because it could be anywhere between that. Sprout don't know. Shox has denied them that info, and he's gone down towards B. Alex almost getting checked on the roof, and he has found a timing. I don't know if he's seen Searson there, but he might be able to drop off main. However, Searson taking a wide angle, unless Alex jumps and goes all the way around the corner, he's going to be susceptible to this kill. And with an inner push coming through, I think he heard him. RPK gets an entry. Shox is all over B. Vitality are all over this map right now. How? Like, they're everywhere, Harry.
Yeah, and that's the thing. If you're Sprout, how do you counter this? In the same way that this could swing it in their favor, right? Because they've got a couple of one-on-one duels. You just don't know where so many of these Vitality players... Shox spotted. He sees Dennis, but he will get picked up. And now you need these trade kills to come in. How much can the MP9 find? It is just that 1 kill before it's traded. And they'll get ramp control. But will this be the B play? They do send Apex down there. That's all a fake. He's kept 2 players at the B site. He's done his job. And now Alex out from heaven, starting to creep in. Faven's made the call, but he gets followed up onto that bomb. Rotating up and going down now. They're cutting off these players in rotation. And Spiddy once more asked to step up. 1v3. And it's for the match. Vitality, they might be about to get it done. It is just this one man left to find.
Map control masters here are Vitality in this last round, and I don't know if Spiddy's got it in him. No kit, gonna spam the door, and Apex will close the map. That Sprouts map pick falling under their feet. As you would expect, Vitality starting off this series strong, and boy, do they look like a powerhouse here in this group. We're expecting them to top it. There's more games for them to play. There's more maps for them to play. Dust 2 is coming up next. Before that, we have Chad and James on the desk to break that one down, and so do join us after the break for exactly that.